What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of the Undergrad Forum. Now in this video we're going to do a product review of the Mophie Juice Pack Plus. And there's two reasons why an academic channel is reviewing this product. One, if you use an iPhone as much as I do and you want to double your battery life, you want to buy some kind of case like this that has a battery built in with it and that actually doubles your battery life. And second, when I was trying to buy this product, there's different models and there's a lot of cases online, and I couldn't find a good review where I could actually see the product, get some decent reviews of it, and so I thought I'd just make one myself. So here it is, the Mophie Juice Pack Plus. There is another model called the Mophie Juice Pack Air. It's smaller battery size, less bulk. I'll show it to you as I go along. As stated here, let me bring these up for you. I'll get this in focus, so just mind the noise here of the camera. That it is designed for the iPhone 4 and 4S, and it states that it has a 2000 milliamp capacity, and it is obviously made for the iPhone. So let's go back here and refocus for you again. And what that means, and I actually tested this, that the 2000 milliamp capacity, I took my iPhone, took it down to like 1%, put the case on, flipped the charger, gave it a full battery, and I got up to 100%. Other reviews of people on YouTube said that you can't do that. I definitely did, and I support the fact that it doubles your battery life. Will it happen forever? I'm going to guess the battery's going to go down after a while, but heck, it works now. So it's this kind of flippable style here. Here's the case, and here are some instructions. Quite common sense, and I'll walk you through them regardless. So let's go ahead and open this on up here. And the retail for this is $100. You can get it a bit cheaper on Amazon. Just for some reason, everything's a bit cheaper on Amazon. I don't know how, but you can get it for a little bit lower. I got it as a deal when I was buying my iPhone, so there's the case. And then, so here's what you get. You get the actual case itself. Let's take this thing out. And very clever. I don't know if you guys can see it. There it is. It says, Mophie loves you. And I think that kind of marketing is quite clever in the sense that the company tries to make itself kind of humane. And here is a micro USB because, I'll show you, to charge, you don't use your Apple pin charger, you use this USB port charger that comes with it. So here's some instructions and here's the actual case itself. So let me take this out and I'll show you the case up front, or nice and close. So take out these instructions that I'm sure no one reads. Okay, here's the case in all of its glory. So here's the case. You put your phone in there, a nice little spot, and you have. So let me bring this close, and I'll focus it up, and you can get a nice close look. So here's the top of the case, and here's the side. So you have the rocker keys for the volume, a space gap where you can go for your vibrating switch. Here's the top, room for your head jack, and the button for the on and off, kind of bring your screen. Nothing on this side. Here, hopefully, let me make sure that you can see that clearly, is where you would put the micro USB port to charge either this battery right inside here or the iPhone, and to also sync your iPhone so you don't have to take it out. And on the bottom here you have a battery indicator for the external battery, and mine's full. And here on this side, let me bring sure you can see that well, you have a little switch. Oh, this little camera's a little picky, where you can switch on and off the external battery. So let me go ahead and get my phone here, and let's put it in together so you can see how it is. Again, I apologize, I got this new DSLR and it makes noise for some reason when I focus, but so you just have to kind of pull and it comes right off. And then so I have an iPhone 4, and you just put it in like such, and you just slide it down. And I have to admit, being a tech person, that is a good feeling. It's a very snug, sturdy fit. It just goes in super smooth, and that's important. And then you just put on this top piece and apply pressure, and you're in. Now you have the case all together. Now let me bring it up close so you can see it. All right, hopefully it's clear. And so let's go through the sides again. So number one thing that's important to me is that if you look at the lip, it comes up above the screen, probably I would say about 2 to 3 millimeters. And that's great because if you drop it face down, the case will cover you. And then, so here we go on this side. You have the rocker buttons and this little switch here where you can get on vibrate and off of vibrate. And here's the switch to turn on and disable charge. So right now it's in the off, there's a red button, I switch over and it's charging, and there you go, and it works, and I can turn it right off. So something that was very worrisome to me that I didn't see in any reviews was whether these buttons feel good when you're pressing them. The iPhone itself has good aluminum buttons. They feel sturdy, and I was worried that these would feel kind of cheap or plasticky. And I am very happy to say they feel solid. It feels good to press these. That may seem like a minor point, but when you're always touching your buttons on your phone, you're turning this thing off many times in a day, it feels good to have a good, solid quality button to feel. That may sound a little weird, but for all the people who appreciate that, don't worry, they feel great. This is the Juice Pack Plus, and it's a plus because, well, it does add a fair amount of bulk and you're doubling your battery life. The Air is a bit thinner, but the reason I didn't get the Air was that, one, you don't get as much battery life, but this whole thing is a cutout on the Air, as is up here. So if you wanted to touch the volume, or if you wanted to touch this, you would have to kind of dig your finger in like you do to go off and off of vibrate mode. This in and of itself is a bit annoying. To have to do that to touch everything on the phone would have been just a bit annoying, and it has some kind of chrome finish that I don't think looks very nice. So that's why I got the Plus. Better battery life and buttons here that make it a bit easier to use. Using the Apple headphones, they fit perfectly, and there's even room for that little where you put the paper clip in to get at the SIM card, but there's no room over here, so I don't even know why they put it in. Alright, so here on this side, nothing's here, and here again is the room for the micro USB port for charging. Now, I was mentioning this, sorry, I don't know what's going on with this phone here, but you use this not only to charge the actual battery of the case itself, but also the phone. But more importantly, you don't have to take out your phone to sync it with iTunes. You can just plug it in, put it right into your computer, it'll sync flawlessly. And again here, battery indicator for the case. Okay, and the last thing to look at is here on the back for the camera. And the great thing is that the case does not take up your flash, and it does not mess with your camera. I take a fair amount of photos with my camera. I enjoy doing it with my phone. There's no impact, there's no kind of shadowing or any kind of haze. It works flawless. And for those who are really nitpicky like me, where the case comes together here, it comes together seamlessly almost. Little bit of a gap, but that's kind of to be expected. It comes together well. Here's a flat, it's called flat back, I don't know, flat black kind of color. It feels kind of rubbery, but it's not. And here is nice solid plastic. So the case itself feels very strong. That's good. I would feel okay if it dropped. I know the phone's going to be fine. I'm sure the case would be as well. And the final thing to mention here is you do have whole kind of cutouts for the speaker and the audio. And what's great is that what I kind of found as a little bit of an added bonus is that the audio sounds tremendously better with this case on. It's like it's almost amplifying it in a sense. I haven't noticed any change with the microphone, but to like say if you're watching a YouTube video or listening to music, it sounds so much louder coming out of this case. Added benefit, absolutely, no one mentioned that, and I like that little benefit. Alright guys, there's the review of my Mophie Juice Pack Plus. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, and as always, enjoy your studies.